Hey everyone, Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be slightly different, as this is going to be more of like a review thoughts type of video on Rogue Waters. This is a pirate-themed roguelike tactics game. I've put about 10 hours into it. I got a key close to a month ago, after like I had my whole dental work thing where I didn't make any content for a bit, and I just played it on the Steam Deck. So it's been on my agenda to like make this video for a bit now. It is good, and I like it, but it has some serious pitfalls that keeps it from being great, is my short review of it. Like, buy on cheap sale is what I would say. Past that, let's just like look at what's going on. So this is like your hub area, kind of like a Darkest Dungeon sort of deal, but it feels a lot less fleshed out, I guess, than Darkest Dungeon. It just feels that way, right? So basically the game's set up, it has a decent narrative going on, where you're basically this immortal pirate out to get revenge on your previously immortal pirate captain, and you have some supernatural powers. You're also being like haunted or assisted by this banshee? I don't really know. Sea shanty, sea witch kind of thing. But anyways, let me go over to our crew. Now, I have played this entirely on Steam Deck, so I have to get used to whatever keyboard controls are while we're doing this. So we have your main character. This is one you don't get to pick from. Besides that, you have like named companions who you will get from the tavern here. What's cool about this is they each have a main class, which is like this little talent tree here. That's really all there is. And then two random like talent, they're really talent lines, not trees. But they are random between each person. So if I go, look, I have this grappler who's very cool. I love the grapplers. Oh, you can also change their names, apparently. I didn't realize that, but it's a thing. Who has Cutthroat and Reaver. But if we go back and look at Jimmy the Bear here, and obviously we were never changing his name. That was random, by the way. He has Grappler, Reaver, and Bouncer. So there's a lot of variety in like how you want to make your characters, and it'll play differently. And you also have mates, which are just like fodder you can use. There's also ship combat prior to every like boarding, like the tactics part of the combat, which I think is pretty interesting. I have a pretty set strategy in the way that I deal with it. It looks like I've seen everything in the game by the look of this, but I guess that's good for the review portion. Anyways, so you have that. Oh, these all go back to the same screen, so you don't have to go back to the hub screen to look at other stuff, which might be the reason it feels less, I don't know, involved, or I don't know, thematically pleasing than something like Darkest Dungeon. But yeah, we also have the Kraken and Mermaid. I haven't unlocked the third one yet. But let me just do a run, and I'll show you guys what's up. You upgrade your ship and whatnot. We'll start a new raid. I'm not going to do story stuff. I'm just going to do a short mission here. It rewards us with this. One thing that I do think is cool about this game, depending on how difficult you want it, the difficulties go crazy. So if you just want a very easy tactics time, you go story. If you want to go normal or hard, both of these have been pretty easy. I think hard is pretty easy at this point. I started on normal. Or maybe I started on hard. I don't know. Either way, it's been pretty easy, but as you progress the story, you can bump it up and the enemies get more powerful, and it looks like there's a lot of difficulty here. So if you want a difficult tactics adventure, I think you can get that. But anyway, let's jump in. Do a run here. Now, this part plays a lot like a Slay the Spire map, is the most obvious reference, where you will hop in. There are going to be some like text prompt over here, kind of giving you some story things. Shiv is the lady who's possessing us, or not possessing, but helping us, but she's kind of a ghost. And then you have your little Slay the Spire map. So here we go, and you get a starting bonus, which is what this is all about, and you get to choose. So we could take a Brew of Clarity, which we can grant this ability to a person for the entire run, and they will have that for one use. The uses shows you how many uses per fight. Or we could just take the volley gun to add it to your ship, which is what we're going to do, because you can definitely make your fights a lot easier by blowing up the enemy's ship or just the enemy themselves prior to the fight. And then here we get to see what we're after. So normally when I'm doing a run, like when I was playing just to progress or whatever, I would just go after plunder chests, which is like meta progression and stuff. But for the sake of this, I'm going to go over here to this because it's going to give us a better cannon. And you can speed up this little thing here. It does seem to have a bunch of loading screens, but they're all pretty fast. So this is one of the main parts of the game here. This is prior to every fight. You're going to have this situation where there are your cannons, your ship buffs, which is basically what they are, and then your crew. And you have this many amount of points to spend. We have 4 command points. You start with, I think, 2, maybe 3. It's like the first thing you should upgrade. And then you have 3 turns of this prior to us boarding their ship. It shows you how many enemies they have, how much life they have, what their buffs do. So my strategy has been protect my own ship because these take damage throughout a run. And if a character, like if this guy dies during a run, he gets wounded. So instead of him being dead forever, he would just have to, we'd have to put him in the med bay back at our home base. So what I've been doing is using my stuff like Cannon Breaker to destroy enemies' cannons before they destroy us. Now you'll notice the damage shows here is 1 to 4, so there is a lot of randomness to the game. Obviously we rolled high. See, this has 3 HP. We got 3 uses left. This does 0 to 4 and cost 1. This does 4 to 6 and costs 2, but it only hits modules, and we can worry about those later. So right now I'm gonna use this glass cannon, and I want to take out this thing because it's attacking my volley gun. All right, rolled high. I really don't want our captain taking as much damage, but at the same time, if he does, it doesn't matter because he's goated. He's absolutely broken. So I'll probably just spend this turn rolling this, and okay, that was not great, but it happens. And see, by doing it this way, well, that was an incredibly bad glass cannon, this thing. Now we have the rest of turn 2 and all of turn 3 to do whatever the hell we want to their ship. So first we're going to knock off the enemy's max HP. Now we get to this section where our Cannon Breaker doesn't do anything. Them healing 1 a turn also doesn't really matter. So we're just going to pick off as many units as possible. So I'm going to start with... I'm just going to take out as many bombers as I can. Bombers are really annoying, I have found. Well, that was pretty terrible. But as you go through a run, you're going to end up with more cannons and stuff to do. You'll get this little stuff. It shows all the effects up here. It shows all of this. Hold enter to fight. I haven't seen... Oh, we have to place our guys first, right? I'm used to just mashing A through this on the Steam Deck. The game plays incredibly well on that, for the record. I'm just going to drop these guys here. Let them go at it. You go over to the ship. And now there's 2 ways to win a fight once you're over here. Kill all the enemies or get this fear bar up. If you overkill, you get to add fear. You can take your turn in any order you want. And, yeah. So... I'm going to use this Cutlass Swing on... Well, that doesn't kill. So you can also undo all of your stuff if you don't feel comfortable about it. There's also engaged. So, like, once you're engaged, you can't, you know... you cannot move outside of it unless you have an ability that lets you ignore it, get engaged. All right, we're just going to kill this guy. What did she just say? I haven't played this game with sound on, so it's kind of funny. Jimmy the Bear over here. So some abilities in your turn, some abilities don't. It's the only thing to really pay attention to. And I'm just gonna like throw this guy into this guy and kill both of them. I found the wrestler characters to be very, very powerful. Alright, so they survive 1 round. There's also interactables on the map. You'll see like the ropes let you extend your movement, and there's like flasks and nets and random stuff that open up as you progress. And the fight's over. Again, not super hard. I could obviously up the difficulty if I wanted to. But this is essentially the gameplay loop. And that's what I wanted to really show off. Now we go to a question mark, which is probably going to be some sort of, it's going to give us some text, and we get to choose some stuff. I can't do either of these because I don't have an item to lose, and I don't have 300 gold yet. So off we go. In the run, you also have gold and this abyssal resource. This is used to use your like supernatural abilities. As far as like the Kraken and the Siren. I'll show off the Siren now because I'm probably not gonna do a full run of this. I just have a feeling. So, like, for making content, I don't like love the game, right? As far as playing it, though, I've had a decent time. It's weird because it can get really repetitive with like this part, and that's frustrating. We rolled a 0 on our 0 to 4 here. Whatever. These things happen. Let's use our light cannon to take this out. And our cannon breaker, then try and nope. I guess we'll last cannon this. And we have one command point yet left, so we're using a deck sweeper. It just does 4 damage to a person. So we just take out this guy. What is this? They heal 1? Yeah, I don't care about that. Get rid of the bombers, if we can. And if you kill all the enemies here, you don't actually have to have a fight. Like, that is a fair strategy. I prefer the strategy of not letting our ship get injured. And you just put down whoever you want. Now, you can upgrade how many people you get to bring, so you're not using like mates, because like I said, they're bad. You also get these like cutscenes whenever you add fear, but this guy was obviously like rude to begin with. Threw him across the ship. Incredible. So yeah, you're gonna do that, which is neat. You're gonna get a reward. If you're full, you have to replace something. It's a swivel gun. It's free, deals 1 to 2 damage. We probably want it over something, probably over the volley gun, just because it's free. Personally, what I prefer. There are shops. Now, I guess the run is pretty short, huh? All right, we could try and buy cannons, but I don't think we have enough. Get a heavy mortar if we want. These are all kind of like whatever. Yeah, let's let it be. We don't have the money for it. You can also extort, but I haven't really messed with that. There's some elite fights that will give you some better loot. There is a legendary loot, which is really cool. Let's go this quest here. Yeah, I guess we'll finish the run since it's a thing. And I can show off the superpowers. Gain a reinforced glass knife. Random crewman gets a wound. So for the run, we would get this ability, which is really good because the way damage works in this game is very low numbers. So having -1 armor means you just take 1 more damage, which you've seen the life totals are like 1 to 3 HP is normal for an enemy. This becomes very powerful and doesn't end your turn. I'm gonna take it now. Unfortunately, a mate gained a wound. That's the dream. That's what you want because mates are infinite. You can always get them. But if you, like I said, if a crewman or a captain were to have a bunch of wounds, that would be more of a problem. So anyways, like I said, we will cannon break. We will glass cannon this thing. This volley gun isn't even attacking, but they have an armor stand here, which is super powerful. Enemies having armor is bad. It can lead to bad things. We do not want this. Let's get rid of it. Enemies counterattack. I don't love that either, but first of all, they're volley guns trying to blow up our thing here, so we can efficiently do that. We have 3 points left. Let's get rid of their max HP here. There's another weird thing that goes on too, because like these enemies will lose max HP once that dies. So trying to defeat them first is not really the best strategy. They have counterattack here, but I don't think that's really an issue. I think we're better off just going for the kill. Riposte regeneration, riposte fisherman, bootlicker, the fisherman. Okay, we could try and just blow up the banner or whatever. If we hit it, we didn't hit it. We had a 66% chance and missed it. It is what it is. I think we'll just breeze through this. I'm gonna keep the same crew out because you don't really, I mean, you can mix it up by sending some mates out first, having in waves. There's also knockback damage, so like this guy bounced into this guy, they take an extra damage. I think the actual tactics part plays out pretty well. The game is like just incredibly repetitive, I would say, is my current main issue with it. There's nothing like super relics or anything that really spice up the run. Like every run feels a lot like the last run. And that's my biggest criticism of the game. Now, it's a, you know, it's an indie game. I don't know what the budget is on it. As far as, can you please wrestle the guy? No, I'm confused. Thank you. Throw him into the wall. Yeah, he's done. Okay. So yeah, obviously I should have turned the difficulty up from hard because this is like, we're trolling the enemies right now. We got the reinforced glass knife anyway. Cool. So now you can decide who you want to give it to for the fight. I'll just give it to Captain Cutter here. Fine. The ship also has fortified cabins. I don't know when I picked that up, but I did. And there are like longer runs. Most runs are longer than this. This is super short. Oh, what's a Reaper pistol? Quickly shoot an enemy. Requires line of sight. On kill. Allows additional attack. Okay. We'll try it. Sail away. Then we go here. Let's equip the pistol to... Let's just equip it to the captain. Just give him everything. He gets 2 abilities. And then you go up to a fort. And this is how most runs will end. They're just going to be a lot longer. Now, you can bribe them, but I just spent all of our money. Basically, the bribing will, like, add fires and stuff to the fight, make it a little easier for you. But these fortresses are much more fortified, I would say. Let's cannon break their cannon breaker. Blow this up. And, you know, generally speaking, just have a decent time. Now, they're going to blow up some of our stuff, but it's okay. It's kind of what they did. Enemy ships are going to be different throughout the run. That's just a part of it. You're going to specialize at different things. Sometimes you just like let them do what they want to do and don't worry about it. I'm going to blow that up. Yep. And we're going to try and get this. We didn't, but we get to do this with a free one. And I guess... Oh, well, that was really lucky. Let me just blow up this bomber. Now, for this turn, we really want to get rid of this armor. That's... I guess I didn't really use that one, but it had to go. This is free. Free in the sense of, like, it's the obvious choice. 6 max HP is too much. Inspiring Banner might be the play here, just getting it off the field. It's a little dangerous. He's going to mortar Jimmy the Bear here, which I don't love, but... Well, maybe we get lucky. We didn't. Okay. He takes a lot of damage. It's rough. We'll send out our Spear Maiden instead of him. So there's going to be a lot of enemies, right? We're going to send our guys out. Send out you. This is like the big fight. And then sometimes there'll be bigger bosses. I think where this game's really lacking is on the boss fights. They're fairly not too exciting. There's a couple really good ones. We're going to use Maiden Scream here. So this is your supernatural powers. This one is very, very strong. Depending on where you put it. It basically just pushes everyone around. And sometimes that's better than others. In this case, it's not actually that great right now. So let's just hold off for a second. We'll use it in a minute. Maybe we go something like glass knife this guy. And you can do all of this in any order you want. Like, your turns are not limited to that. Oh, this is pretty decent. Right here just really punishes everyone. Yeah. So we summon the siren out from the depths. You have to rescue these sea beasts, basically. And everyone's gonna take a bunch of damage. And I think it has some other effects too. And then we're gonna Reaper Pistol this guy. Just pretty good. Seems pretty good. Oh, it looks like you can just keep going too, huh? That is what it said. Oh, he's got minus armor. That's unfortunate. Wow, Reaper Pistol seems pretty good. I have not used this item before. Is it too far away? Can I... Well, one cool thing about this game is that you can... I want to end my turn. You can just try to do stuff and see how it works because you don't get punished for that. Throw this guy here. Enemies get fear here, but it doesn't matter. Oh, this guy, I forgot. This guy's slow as dirt. But this is an alchemy stand, so I could throw something, but not going to. And then Shishka Babette over here is pretty good at spearing things with her, well, spear. Now I'm gonna hop on the rope, hop over here, and probably, well, we won't get both of these guys, but I can just get the Stingray, and then we're gonna win on next turn. It's pretty easy. Like I said, you have to, oh, there's a person down there alive, I think. You have to really turn up the difficulty to make it hard. But yeah, I like the game. I think it's fun, but I definitely have reservations about like how great it is. I feel like it could be really good in the future. Just right now, it feels kind of like missing something special. Like that is your average run OC. Like, take that, add 5 to 10 minutes for like a medium or hard run. You'll get your resources. You'll come back here. Maybe someone leveled up. No one leveled up. But you'll get like the level ups, right? You see these guys are 7, he's 6. When you level up, you get to go over to here and add 1 more talent point. And then you can upgrade your ship, or crew slots, or equipment, and whatnot. And that's the gameplay loop. There's a story weaving this all together that's pretty decent. But that's like the whole overview. It's something that some of you might like. Like I said, I put 10 hours into it on Steam Deck. I enjoyed it. On like a good sale, I recommend it. Wouldn't get it at full price, in my opinion, but it is what it is. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. Hope you liked it. I didn't actually expect to finish a full run, but I didn't realize how short runs actually were. So if you guys want to see more like review type videos on this channel, definitely let me know. Or if you want to see that on my other new channel, let me know and I can do it over there. And I can do ones where I don't actually do a playthrough and I can just do like a 10-minute review or something. But appreciate y'all for watching. I'll see you next time. Jeff out. Bye.